Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today I will be talking about the emergence of the Patriots defense and what players really have been impact players. Um, let's just dive right into it here. Um, as I'm sure you are all aware, Patriots made some big signings and draft picks, and some of them have already been quite impactful. Of the three top players of pressures. So any time that they hurry, knock down, or sack the quarterback, Matthew Judon has 38 pressures. The next closest has 14. So Matthew Judon alone is just wreaking havoc. He has 11 and a half sacks. Um, he's just destroying left tackles right now. I feel awful for anybody who has to go up against him. Next is Dietrich Wise, who was on the team last year. He was developing more last year. This year he's clearly showing his potential. He's played pretty well off the edge. And then Christian Barmore, the Patriots' second round pick, who I'm still really not sure how he got to the second round. He absolutely should have went in the first round. He is a absolute pocket wrecker. So you have those three guys. They're combining them and Kyle Van Noy, who is occasionally he comes off the edge sometimes, like Dietrich Wise and KVN are frequently switching for each other. So between them, those four players, they have, doing the math here, 18 sacks, um, way over 60 pressures, and over 100 tackles. That's pretty impressive for your D line. The secondary has been great, of course. Well, not of course. We've had, obviously, Devin Mccourty's played for the Patriots for a long time. He's allowing a 36% completion rate on him. 36%. A lot of people were saying that he kind of fell off. He lost a step. I'm not too confident in that one. J.C. Jackson, who Mr. INT, he's the most targeted defensive back on the team, and he's allowed a completion rate of just over 50% at 50.7. Jojuan Williams has really emerged as kind of the nickel corner. He's allowed 55.6% of completions, which is still pretty good. I think anything below 60% is definitely good. Jalen Mills has really stepped up recently. The start of the season, in the Cowboys game, he was getting wrecked, but he's been doing a lot better recently. He's the second most targeted corner. He lines up on the other side of the field from JC, 58%. So pretty good. And they're all pretty good at tackling as well. They all have very solid tackle numbers. And that's really a credit to just the fact that they can just, when they get their hands on the player, it's just over. And I have to mention Adrian Phillips, who is another great defensive back for this team. Adrian Phillips he has 59 combined tackles, which is third on the team, most by a defensive back by a decent margin. He is the second most picks on the team with 4. Kyle Duggar, who also is rotational. There's 5 DBs pretty much that play for the Patriots, on any given snap. You have Kyle Duggar, you have J.C. Jackson, Jalen Mills, Jonathan Jones, he's been injured, but when Jonathan Jones was playing, he was playing pretty solid. Kyle Duggar, Adrian Phillips, Devin McCourty, Jalen Mills, and Joshua Williams as well. That gets some reps. So you've a pretty like well-rounded secondary. So the only real thing I want to look at now is the linebackers. Um, Now the linebackers, they've had some. Well, Matthew Judon's technically an outside linebacker. He's been amazing. I already talked about him. But Jawan Bentley has kind of emerged as a tackle machine. He is the second most tackles on the team. Um, he's a very good missed tackle percentage of 7%. Um, Even in coverage, he's allowing 65% completion, which is solid. Um, then you have Dalton Hightower, who came back from being not on the team last year because of COVID. He's been all right. He in coverage he's kind of taken a step back. Um, he's allowing 87% completion. He used to be a really good coverage linebacker. Now it's a little bit more shaky. But he's still getting you 45 tackles. That's top 5 on the team. So he's still a good He's still a great tackler. Like when he gets his hands on somebody, the play's done. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know what you think about the Patriots defense. Is there anyone else that you think deserves credit? I will say Devon Gouchaw does a lot of things that don't show up on the stat sheet because he's always pushing the pocket, and he's good at run defense. Lawrence Guy as well. Um, but yeah, I think that about does it. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And this is Scoop and Score signing off.